Welcome back to Kearsarge Valley Magazine. I am Adam Brisbane, joined by Lori Lauritsen. How are you doing today, Lori?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for coming back.
Now, as much as I have told Lori I've showered and done everything properly today, she still doesn't believe me and wants to take the proper precautions. But that may be true. But what are the other reasons why you're wearing this today?
This is a hazmat suit.
Okay.
Okay. It is made of a spun polyester fiber.
Okay.
It will keep out dust particles. And now the EPA has really increased its safety standards as far as paints and removal of paints, and anybody who is painting and removing old paint has to be certified, and they need to wear a hazmat suit. We want the normal home customer to be just as safe as they are, so we are now carrying these hazmat suits that will keep out potentially dangerous particles.
And Halloween is just probably around the corner, so I mean, this is just, you can go as Lori Lauritsen this year for Halloween if you want. But speaking of home safety, let's get to probably something that's ramping up right now. You're going to start turning on the heaters. You're going to start, starting fires in your fireplace and stuff like that. And then carbon monoxide obviously comes into play, and fire safety comes into play. What are we talking about today?
Well, the carbon monoxide can come into play at any time. Yep. Smoke can, but of course it's increased risk once you start firing up your furnaces, wood stoves, fireplaces, pellet stoves. So we have, of course, the standard smoke and fire alarms that will warn you that there is a problem, and as soon as one of these goes off, you should exit your home. This one is the carbon monoxide alarm, which tells you if there's CO2. And again, if this goes off, exit, call the authorities. The important thing when you install a carbon monoxide detector in your home, when you get it home, go to the room where it will be installed, take it out of the package and let it sit for 3 or 4 hours to acclimate, then either plug it in or put the battery in, and you'll get accurate readings.
Cool. Now, do they make an all-in-one yet, or is it so different that they don't really do a smoke and fire alarm and a carbon monoxide detector all in one?
I'm not really sure if we have all-in-one. I know we've got a wall full of detectors, and I just pulled some of the basic ones.
Excellent. Batteries. You want to make sure you always have batteries.
Batteries. It's getting to be darker earlier in the year, more chance of power outages. Have your supply of batteries handy where you know where they are, where you can get to them if it is dark and your flashlight's out.
Okay.
Again, fire safety, you should have an extinguisher in your garage. You should have one in your kitchen and elsewhere in the house. They have different extinguishers for different areas of the home, depending on what type of fire you might have in the home. So the one for the garage is rated for liquids, like flammable liquids, your gasoline cans might be there, and for electrical equipment. The kitchen fire extinguisher is rated for liquids and electrical equipment.
And this is almost a little bit smaller, so it might be able to fit on a sink, whereas this is probably going to go in your garage where you don't have to worry so much about space.
There are other ones that are rated for paper and wood, plus the liquids, and there's even one for marine to keep on your boat, which now we're putting our boats away. Think about it, check and make sure you have one in your boat for next year.
What is the shelf life on something like this? I mean, is this one of those things where you see, like, if you go to a hotel, there's always a tag hanging off a fire extinguisher getting certified and stuff like this. I mean, can you keep these for 5 to 10 years without using them, and they would pretty much be okay?
I believe you can, but I would certainly check your extinguisher at least once a year. The first week in October is National Fire Safety Week. It's a great time because you're always hearing about it through the media. That's when you should change the batteries on your smoke detectors, check your extinguishers, make sure everything is ready and working. They now have, most smoke detectors, battery operated ones have got a 9-volt battery. They now make one that's a 10-year battery.
Oh, wow.
So
you don't have to hear that chirping
for somebody like you,
who doesn't like to do things on a regular basis.
you're going to be 29 by the time that
Yes, yes, exactly.
that makes sense. For somebody who's 85, maybe they don't want to get the 10-year battery. But what my mother taught me to do is when I put a battery in something, I take my Sharpie and I write the date, the month, and the year that I use it, so that I know.
That's how long you got out of it.
Exactly.
That is a very good tip.
Yep. There are tests out there, especially if you're doing some home repairs in older homes. You don't know if there was asbestos in the home. There are home test kits, good instructions. They're sent to a certified lab, and they'll send you back the results. There's one for radon in the water and for carbon monoxide. We've got a whole wall of
So that's
these
a third
tests.
party thing. You
It's a
follow the
third
instructions and then you send it away.
Right.
Okay, Lori. Well, thank you once again for not only donning a special outfit for us here on the Kearsarge Chronicle, but also giving us a jump start in terms of what we should do safety-wise to keep our our family safe and everything like that, and have a nice winter time and enjoy the holidays. So thank you so much, Lori.
Thank you very much for coming again.
No problem. Clarke's Hardware in the New London Shopping Center, Monday to Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 9 to 1. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Adam and Lori. After these messages, I'll conclude my interview with David Tebow, headmaster at Mount Royal Academy, and we'll discuss the future building plans of this unique school.